announcements have been sent, and I'm going into this with just the basic level. Uh, Basically, right now at this point, I've shown off the N7 HQ. However, I've done jack shit with it, so I'm probably back at the base 50% readiness. So, oh well, not that big of a deal, anyways. Let me get my laptop started so I can have my stream manager and a couple other things ready to go. Ah, fuck me. Alright. And I need to update the stream information. Give me a second here. Alright, Mass Effect 3 update, and while I'm at it, we'll be glad when I'm done with this. Having to do that every time. Alright. There we go. We're pretty much at the end here. As far as what happens after this, I don't yet know. Sorry, just getting some stuff set up on my other computer. So give me just a moment while I make sure I got everything doing what I need it to. Alright. And there's something on Discord. Alright, nothing really all that important. So, just go out here to the full galaxy map. We have nothing left to collect, nothing left to turn in. We have one mission left. And then the finale. Still haven't figured out what I want to do after this game, so probably be a little bit of me trying to figure that out. returned to that end, I will. So here we are. This is it.
Shepard, the intel you sent looks good. The fleets are ready to go.
But?
Once we're committed against Cerberus, it won't be long before the Reapers take notice.
And the Crucible?
Ready, except for the catalyst. But there's no way to hide the ships we'll be sending at Cerberus. Once we attack, the Crucible won't stay safe for long. For all intents and purposes, an assault on Cerberus will be the first stage of our attack on Earth.
Yeah.
What happens if Cerberus doesn't have the intel we need? Or they stop us from getting it?
Then we lead the fleets to Earth and we take our chances. But your intel points to Cerberus and the elusive man holding the information we're looking for. And we have the element of surprise. Cerberus won't know what hit him.
There's nothing left. There's no other reason to wait.
The Reapers and Cerberus started this. Now we're gonna end it.
I'll get the fleets mobilized.
It's going to take a few more hours for the fleets to mobilize. I hate the waiting. I've been trying to find ways to pass the time.
Come up with anything good?
I thought maybe you could use some company tonight.
Will you stay here with me? Until the call comes?
For as long as you want.
Again, in case that I haven't already made it clear, I am not a subscriber of the indoctrination theory. Because again, with Occam's razor, there's a simpler explanation for all of this, and it's simply put what would be diagnosed these days as PTSD. It is very much that simple.
Hey.
You okay?
My system has adapted. No more negative reaction to you anymore. That's how we survive.
Is it how we survive? Adapting?
To a cold or interspecies contact? Yes. To the Reapers? No. You're doing the right thing. You've assembled the largest military force in history. Nobody could have done more.
Yeah, this is the pertinent question. Is it enough?
We've lost so much already. Sometimes
You don't know if what'll be left was worth the fight. I know. And when I feel that way, I reach for you.
Thanks.
Whenever you need me.
The strike team is in. We've got our foothold. Fifth Fleet, all forward. I don't want a single Cerberus ship in my sky when we're through.
Shepard, I should accompany you on this mission.
Why?
This is the central point of operations for Cerberus. They will have enhanced security measures. With my knowledge of Cerberus algorithms and this body's updated protocols, I offer the best chance to help you succeed.
Grab your gear.
Yes, Edie is a required teammate. So, there's no getting around that. However, though, for these final missions, it's really only fitting to bring along Tali. And there's a lot of tech-based stuff here with Cerberus, so Edie and Tali are actually a really good combination. Alright. Yep. Yeah, I think I'll keep Tali on the Wraith and the Suppressor. This does mean going in, the only shared ammo ability is going to be my cryo ammo, but that's, I think that's fine.
Joker, what's our status?
We've got a foothold, but it's not much, Commander. A lot of fighters guarding the launch base.
Can you get us in?
Hey, I got us to Ilos. I can do this. It might be a bumpy ride, though.
Do what you can.
Shepard, I am ready.
Wait, what? Are you crazy? You can't go to Cerberus headquarters. They could have a virus or a kill switch or...
I will be fine, Jeff.
Head to the shuttle, Edie.
Fifth Fleet's cut through their line. They're regrouping. Now's as good a time as any.
I know it hurts, not being able to go with her.
Yeah, it sucks. Thanks for bringing that up. Hey, Shepard. Keep her safe.
Same to you.
I have no idea who's who in all this. I need to sort out ammo powers here really fast.
Everything I'm fine. I've got repairs to make here. Give Cerberus hell.
And squad cryo. Sabotage and energy drain.
Shepard, they're launching fighters! Shepard, we've got mechs incoming!
I see that. Thank you, armor-piercing mods.
Security breach in Hangar 16. Initiating Achilles protocol.
Shepard, Cerberus intends to vent the hangar bay.
Can you stop them?
I need an active console. Try the upper level.
Alright, we need to go up this ladder, and I'm not piloting that because there's no need.
Hangar 16 secured. Engaging Achilles protocol.
Shepard, we need to find a console and stop Cerberus from venting the hangar.
Edie, I've got a console. Go!
I don't know
Hangar
if you can
vent
fail
procedure.
this.
Disabled.
Can you open the hangar?
No. However, I can access their fighter launch controls. Shepard, Cerberus is aware that the venting attempt failed. Reinforcements are inbound.
Let's go.
I just fix that.
Another Cerberus team is inbound.
They figured out our plan!
They're not stopping us now.
Alright. Yeah, Biotic is actually really good for dealing with Centurions. Sorry, not Centurions, Guardians. Because things like pull, lash, and throw are all capable of making them drop their shields.
Overriding safeties. The fighter should now launch toward the hangar door.
Perfect. Let's get down there.
Alright. Is there anything of interest in here? I don't... Alright, there's that. 5,000 credits in case for some reason you still have weapon upgrades, I guess.
Launching fighter.
Jesus!
The central lab was located behind this hangar. I suggest we follow the fighter's path.
Noted. Let's move.
That's a mech.
Intruder alert. All personnel prepare for security. Lockdown. Repeat. Hostile forces have breached the perimeter. All units respond. Research personnel. Lock all terminals and destroy
That was
all
the last
data
Cerberus
below
team in this
classification level
area.
Epsilon.
I hope so. I could use a moment.
And yes, if I wanted to, I could hijack that. But I'm not going to. There's an achievement for doing it at least once. And this is where you pick up the M37. In case you were wondering. Comes really late. Like, excessively late. I mean, it's pretty much saying you're using this on New
Can you
Game
get
Plus
past-
only.
One moment. Cerberus has updated their encryption. There may be a slight delay as I bypass security.
How's Cerberus reacting to us breaching the door?
They are sealing off as much of the base as they can. Most obvious routes to the central lab are blocked. Other areas are being fortified. Heavy troopers will attempt to delay us while engineers set up turrets.
Any more surprises like venting the hangar?
No. I am aware of this facility's safeguards and can counteract them. Cerberus can merely slow us down.
And if I hadn't brought you along?
Cerberus would have vented the hangar.
Thanks for coming.
I am pleased to assist. We must proceed through a sub-level to avoid Cerberus containment measures.
Where do you think we'll find the Prothean VI?
A central lab at the heart of this facility. It is the most secure area. Following the destruction left by the fighter will offer the most direct route.
Still say they should have front-loaded weapons and mods a little bit more than they did. Just because, right? Because at this point, if this is your first time through on a file, the Falcon is coming in way too late to be helpful. You guys still coming down there?
They're throwing their lives away.
Their intention is to delay us, not stop us. Engineers are currently preparing an organized defense ahead.
They can waste that many troops?
Yes, Cerberus employs Reaper augmentation on captured civilians to create functional shock troops quickly.
Just like the Reapers did with the Collectors. Turning victims into a private army. Awful.
Yes.
Well,
We will be through momentarily. Shepard, that console has not been fully scrubbed. It contains data you may find interesting.
What am I looking at?
Project Lazarus, your reconstruction.
oh boy.
It can't be done. It's not a matter of resources.
It's always a matter of resources. We're not losing Shepard.
Sir, Shepard is clinically brain dead. After that much trauma, that long with no oxygen, we cannot overcome nature.
Operative Lawson disagrees. She is now in charge of Project Lazarus.
I didn't realize it was that bad.
Keela. Are you alright?
I'm still me. I doubt I'd have been able to turn against Cerberus otherwise. I don't remember anything. Maybe they really just fixed me, or maybe I'm just a high-tech VI that thinks it's Commander Shepard. But I don't know.
You are real. Real and mine.
This is why I bring along
Regeneration is proceeding.
This is why
Now get
I brought along
the brain
Tally.
intact for whatever good that will do.
Lawson will find a way.
Sir, you realize that Shepard is a veteran of Aku's. A Cerberus operation wiped out his entire squad.
Shepard's a soldier. He knows the Reapers are the real threat. He'll work with us.
He was right. You did.
Every instinct I had told me not to trust Cerberus. But I needed their help. So I played along.
I was there with you, Shepard, and I'm here now. Shutting Cerberus down.
Project Lazarus is reporting neurological activity. They're requesting more funding.
Granted. Get me our potential recruits file. Shepard will be up soon. We need a crew.
Our existing forces should be more than sufficient.
No. We need sympathetic faces. I need Shepard invested. Tap Kelly Chambers and recruit Donnelly. I imagine Miss Daniels will follow. We'll want some old friends as well. Contact Dr. Chakwas and send me the psych profile on Shepard's pilot, along with a bottle of 47 Thessia Red.
He needs to die.
Thank you, Tally.
How's that door coming, Edie?
We are clear to proceed.
Incursion team, what's your status?
We've cleared the hangar and are inside the base.
Good work. Do you need support?
Negative. Keep the heat on. We'll find what we need.
All personnel. Halt.
Pylon! Disabled.
Proceed to objective.
We have found the turret.
The facility has sustained structural damage. Hull integrity may be compromised.
Alright.
Alright, let me go ahead and just hack that turret.
Barrier.
Engineers have another defense line ahead.
Or I can just hack the turret. Now that we don't need it, just...
I will bypass the lock. If you are interested, the console nearby is still functional.
Anything over on this console? Oh my god. Well, this got messy. This got really messy. Alright. See what the first entry brings us.
Here's what we recovered. Smart enough to signal for help, but it won't be talking philosophy anytime soon.
You'd be surprised, Doctor. Once we combine it with the pieces we recovered from the Citadel...
I'm still concerned about that. This rogue VI wiped out every soldier on Luna. Combining it with Reaper Tech, well...
That's what the shackles are for. The enhanced defense intelligence will be completely under control.
Call back to the very
You were
first
that
game.
rogue VI on Luna?
Yes,
Guess we didn't exactly get off on the right foot.
it was difficult. Gaining awareness while under attack was confusing. I am pleased that my relationship with organics has become more cooperative.
Our sims indicate that the enhanced defense intelligence gives the highest combat improvement on frigates. Anything heavier, and the ships react too slowly to benefit from Edie's advice.
Edie?
Oh, that's, well, the boys in the lab came up with a name for her.
For it. Good work. I'll take your recommendations on planned installation.
Sir, it can be very persuasive. If it were to turn a crewman, convince them to disable the shackles, well...
It's a cyber warfare suite, Doctor. Nothing more.
Yeah, he was
Shows
wrong.
what he knew.
It is unlikely that anyone without Jeff's extreme emotional attachment to his ship would have been willing to unshackle me.
I don't know. With that voice?
See what the third one has.
What about the backups?
I'm sorry, sir. None of Normandy's surveillance feeds have been responding since Shepard went rogue.
I want it back. Retry the remote lockdown protocols.
After our last attempt, Edie flooded our server with 7 zettabytes of explicit images. I think she was making a joke.
It doesn't make jokes, Doctor. Allocate a team for a new project. Codename Eva. This time we'll ensure it stays loyal.
You never told me about Cerberus trying to shut down the Normandy.
You had more pressing issues. The situation was under control.
7 zettabytes?
Most of it was Jeff's. That was...
A joke. I know. And thank you.
So, details on Edie's backstory and how...
Another security lock. I can bypass it.
Incursion team, are you still with us? We're limiting fire as best we can.
Admiral, we're in deep and the Prothean VI will be in the safest part of the station. Don't hold back.
This isn't a cruise, Shepard. I want everyone to come out of this one alive.
I'll be fine. Just take Cerberus down. Please.
Understood, Commander. All ships, you're free to fire.
Yeah, no, they should really be feeling this one. I believe there's some stuff of interest over here. I think. No, there's a med kit. I'll grab that.
Choke on it, you Cerberus bastards!
Some ammo. And I think, yeah, another video log. See what the first entry brings us.
How are you holding up?
I'm fine. Ready for action.
Your eagerness is commendable, but the cybernetics take time to get used to, believe me. You really do remind me of Shepard.
Shepard betrayed you.
always going to stay true to his beliefs. He's wrong, but I can respect his decision. Finish your therapy and put together a plan for the Citadel. Counselor Udina is amenable.
Yes, sir.
Asshole.
I could have taken him.
Absolutely. But the Council was your priority, not Shepard.
Because of him, the Council is still in power.
Shepard is keeping the Reapers occupied while our research progresses. But as it happens, I believe you'll find your chance for a rematch. Head to Thessia. Shepard will be there soon, and I want you waiting.
Jackass.
Here it is.
Excellent. The Prothean VI should enable us to determine the nature of the catalyst. Combined with the breakthrough at Sanctuary, we have everything we need. We just need to tie up a few loose ends.
Like Shepard, he should have died on Thessia. Should I finish him?
No. I'm not writing Shepard off as a total loss just yet. For now, Sanctuary gave us a proof of concept for controlling the Reapers.
And made it a target. Miranda Lawson.
Get the data from Sanctuary. If Miranda gets in your way, deal with her.
It will be a pleasure, sir.
Alright. Frickin' Kai Lang. Yeah.
Sheila, is that the Proto-Reaper from the Collector base?
What's left of it? I'm surprised Cerberus recovered that much from the base.
All those civilians, families, turned into that. And Cerberus has it on display.
The elusive man convinced me to work with him to save the colonies. But he never really cared, did he?
I don't regret standing with you when you were with Cerberus, Shepard. But I'm glad we're shutting this down.
So am I.
Cerberus is actively using the surviving pieces. The central core, analogous to the heart, is largely intact. I believe Cerberus is using it for a power source. More Cerberus forces en route.
Good. I just put in a fresh thermal. Clip. Cerberus phantom incoming. Phantom down. They're coming up from below.
Nope. Nope. Get the message there, guys. I'm not letting you up. Yeah, I didn't miss this thing.
Sheila, this thing is horrible.
At least it's not trying to kill us this time.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Technically, it kinda is. Well. Don't like the ambiance of this room, I'll be honest. Just makes me really uncomfortable. Again, that's the point, but bit of ammo in the off chance you need it, and then another video log. What's on it this time?
Grayson's brain is a mess. He must have been completely under Reaper control by the end.
And the physical enhancements?
Extremely impressive, if we could avoid having entire neural pathways rewritten in the process.
Grayson's failure was due to a lack of resolve. He wasn't loyal to anything but his next dose of red sand.
You'd like to try it on loyal test subjects, sir?
Find volunteers among our new recruits. The physical benefits are too useful to ignore.
The performance upgrades are off the charts. Our troops can outfight any Alliance soldier.
Roll it out. I want all troopers fitted with implants before the Reapers arrive.
I'm still concerned about us losing control of our forces. Some of them are already hearing voices.
When our work as Sanctuary pays off, the only voice they'll be hearing is ours.
Sir, you wanted my opinion on this. It's too dangerous.
No, we're close. Sanctuary was a success. We can control Reaper forces. Everything we've been fighting for, every sacrifice we've made, it's about to pay off.
We can't lose you, sir. Humanity needs your mind, and they need it intact.
I understand the danger, Jana. That's why I'm trusting you with this. As long as you're here, I know you'll keep me in line.
I'm holding you to that, sir. Okay.
Begin the procedure. No anesthetic. Computer, end recording.
No anesthetic. Yikes. Talk about paranoid.
This is it. Stay sharp, everyone.
Well.
We need to locate the Prothean VI.
Shepard, you're in my chair.
Not a
This
weapon I
chair's
have
about the only
equipped.
damn thing you have left. Cerberus is finished.
On the contrary, we have achieved everything I ever imagined. Almost everything.
Yeah. We all saw what you accomplished on Sanctuary. But it's not the same as controlling a Reaper.
A significant hurdle. But thanks to the Prothean VI, I have what I need to make it a reality.
The Catalyst.
Yes.
What is the Catalyst? And how exactly will it help you control the Reapers?
You'll have to ask the VI yourself. I'm done helping you.
When did you start?
You think because I'm willing to use the enemy's tactics that they're no longer my enemy? Everything, Shepard, everything I've done has uplifted humanity. Not only above other species in our galaxy, but over the Reapers.
If you're willing to do everything it takes, then hand over the Catalyst. With the Crucible, we can end this.
It's not that simple.
It is. It's that simple. We're fighting each other while the Reapers occupy Earth. It's time to stop.
Your idealism is admirable, Shepard. But in the end, our goals are simply too disparate. I believe destroying the Reapers would be the worst mistake we could ever make. And nothing you can say will ever convince me otherwise.
Even with Cerberus in ruins, you still think you can do this your way.
I'd expect you to say that. You never truly believed in us. Cerberus isn't just an organization or the people behind it. Cerberus is an idea. That idea is not so easily destroyed. Besides, I've already acquired what you're looking for.
Edie.
I've almost got it.
Edie, I'm surprised at you, working so hard to bring about the Reaper's destruction.
Don't listen to him.
You could have destroyed Eva's body, but instead, you chose to control it.
It was necessary.
My point exactly.
I've got it.
Online. Security breach detected.
Enjoy your little chat, but don't overstay your welcome.
You are attempting to recover me from indoctrinated forces?
Yes. I need to know what the catalyst is.
Security protocols have been overridden. I will comply. The catalyst enhances dark energy transmissions and coordinates the entire mass relay network. In your cycle, it is known as the Citadel.
Of course it is. Why not?
What?
The catalyst is the Citadel.
So the Crucible and Citadel together can stop the Reapers.
That is correct.
But the Citadel was built by the Reapers.
The plans for the Crucible were passed down to us from the previous cycle, and countless cycles before that. At some point, it is difficult to pinpoint when, the Crucible plans were adapted to incorporate the use of the catalyst. Presumably, the Crucible was not sufficiently powerful to defeat the Reapers.
So we used their own technology against them.
Precisely.
Why couldn't you tell me this before?
It was feared that if the Reapers were aware of the catalyst's intended use, they would retake control of it. I am programmed to withhold that information until the Crucible is complete.
It's as ready as it's gonna be. Let's get it to the Citadel.
That may no longer be possible.
Why not?
The one who broke through my security protocols, the one you call the Elusive Man, has fled to the Citadel and informed the Reapers of our purposes.
Damn it!
Then the Citadel is in danger. The Reapers will take control of it.
They already have. The Citadel has been moved to the Reaper-controlled space.
That's a problem.
Moved. To where?
To the system you refer to as Soul.
Earth.
Correct. The Reaper forces will now consolidate power around the catalyst and protect it at all costs. The odds of accessing it are remote.
Remote, but not zero.
Don't count us out yet. We've come this far, and we'll finish this. We'll get the Crucible to Earth.
I hope you find success.
Edie, get me Hackett. Edie.
Not so fast. You. He did warn you not to overstay your welcome.
While I have your attention,
All you're doing is making humanity weaker. This is better than that.
You're using Reaper tech.
We evolve or we die. Those are the options.
and he's already running away.
Is that the best you can do? How are the legs? Getting tired? You're still slow, Shepard. I'm only...
You ran at the Citadel. You ran off Thespian.
There we go. Just pour some rounds into him. Didn't even complete the dialogue. Should have put one in the head to make sure. And no one somehow hears this.
that was for Thane, you son of a bitch.
And if he had killed Miranda, although I'd fix that, Miranda would also be mentioned here.
The Citadel is in position. The Reapers are preparing to complete their harvest of your species.
I'll stop them.
It is too late. I recommend investigating.
I'll stop them.
Well, there goes HBO again. Ding. Guess it wasn't obvious just how big the the Citadel is. There it is compared to Earth.
Barely.
I assume you've heard about the Citadel.
Just now.
Do we know what's going on? Why it's here?
The Citadel is the catalyst. Thanks to the Elusive Man, the Reapers are now aware that we know.
And so they moved it here to protect it?
As far as I can tell.
What does this mean for the Crucible?
I'll talk to Hackett about that, but it looks like our plan is even more desperate now.
Agreed. I've got a team in London. The Reapers have been preparing for something here. Now, we know what for. We'll scout it out. Try to find out as much as we can.
Roger that.
Well, at least we'll be seeing you sooner rather than later.
Be careful, sir.
You too, Shepard. Anderson out.
Yeah, this is going to be a pretty dialogue heavy, but let's take a look at the war terminal. Alright, under the Alliance. Normandy frigate. Well, so Alliance frigate, Normandy SR2. Cyclonic barriers. Stellaris. There's the... This is the dry dock work that was done during the Citadel DLC, and then this is the party, if you will. All right, Crucible. What is new here? Ah, yes, the Reaper Heart is new. Now then, here's the thing. All right, if you left the collector base intact, Cerberus would have recovered the Reaper head. Now, the heart and the head serve sort of the same purpose, but a little bit different. As everyone's aware, there are a few different possible endings to this game. You can have the rejection ending where you don't fight the Crucible at all. You have the synthesis ending, which I always think is to me always feels a little bit cheesy. Then you have the control ending. Now, then, if you have the Reaper head, it will give you a little bit of a bonus to your overall effective military strength in the if you choose a control ending, because it'll provide a little bit of an extra boost, which might be enough. The heart does the same thing, but for the destruction ending. Alright. Optimized EZO. There's that. Is there anything else? No. But yeah, no. Effective military strength as of right now is 4,135, which is enough where I can get pretty much any ending I want. Any of the best endings. Now then, I will be honest. Normally, I choose a control ending, especially as a Paragon ship, because to me that's the one that makes the most sense logically. But however, with the Mass Effect 4 trailer, I'm convinced that the canonical ending is a destruction ending. Just based on what you're able to see. Yeah, that's 55,000 credits. Yikes, that's a lot. just based on what we're able to see in that little teaser trailer, it looks like the canon ending is actually destruction.
So much for Cerberus. All that's left now is Earth. You ready?
Hell yes. Put me in a shuttle. I don't want to tell my grandkids that I spent the war guarding a door.
Ready whenever you are, Commander.
Specialist trainer.
We got one
I'm
last
all right,
set of rounds.
Really. I'm as surprised about it as you are, but I'm all right.
You're a credit to your uniform, Samantha.
I had a very compelling example.
And yeah, I'm not gonna change my outfit now, just because. What's the point? Joker, what do you got for us? You're drinking a glass of nothing. You're not even actually drinking it.
You remember our first run to Eden Prime all those years ago? With that Turian Spectre watching us?
Nihilus.
Yeah, I told you that mission was going to be bigger than we thought.
Oh.
I think you can mark that prediction down as accurate.
And now we're heading back to Earth.
Is this mission gonna be bigger than we thought, too?
Man, I hope not. A nice routine delivery run would be fine with me. It's been an honor, Commander.
Same here, Joker. I don't know how it's gonna end, but whatever happens.
What do you mean, whatever happens? Everyone knows what's gonna happen. You're gonna kick some Reaper ass. That's what you do. And I'll be flying you there in style. Commander?
The Normandy is ready, Shepard. All systems are armed, all ammunition is loaded, all reloads have been manufactured. Thruster fuel is at maximum. Cyber warfare suites have evolved in ways that would be computationally impossible to predict. I have also kissed Joker for luck.
I bet he appreciated that. One last set of rounds. Then we continue on. Let's head all the way down to the shuttle bay again. Cortez?
Sir. Sir.
Okay, Cortez doesn't have anything. What do you know? He kinda should.
Sticking it to that bastard Kai Lang must have felt good.
Oh, don't you know it?
Certainly did.
Just wish we'd have caught up to the elusive man before he could screw us over again.
You and me both.
Well, at least we get to head back to Earth. I've been asking for it. I just hope I'm gonna make those Reapers pay. For everything they've done. Hey.
Alright. James is ready to go. It's up here to... Well, let's check in on Diana Allers first.
Are you all right?
I'm a colony kid, Shepard. Beckenstein. It was right next door to the Citadel.
Was?
Was.
I'm sorry.
I think this repeats.
Commander, the Normandy is as ready as she'll ever be. That goes double for my team. We're prepared for whatever hits us. And Commander, whatever happens today, it has been an honor and privilege to serve with you.
The honor's been mine, Adams.
Give 'em hell, sir.
Okay, just making sure I wasn't...
Good luck with the assault. Wish I was joining you.
No, you don't. I've seen you shoot.
Fine. Then I wish I could shoot better. Then I wish I was joining you. Take care, Shepard.
You too, Donnelly.
The Normandy is ready to go, Commander. Give the word and we'll get you to Earth. And Commander, it's been such an honor to be a part of the team.
Likewise, Gabby.
Good luck, and be careful, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
We have our orders, if you will.
I am prepared for whatever lies ahead, Commander. The Reapers have haunted the galaxy long enough. It is time to end the nightmare. The last Prothean awaits your command. There was no final battle against the Reapers in my cycle. A great moment lies before you, Commander.
I'm gonna try something interesting for the finale. Something I've never actually done. Alright. Let's start by going this way.
Cerberus is well and truly gone. I don't want to get into it again, but I'm glad you had a hand in shutting them down for good. Felt right, you know?
Yeah, kinda.
Never thought I'd see the end of Cerberus. Good riddance.
No kidding.
The private messages terminal has new correspondence.
Ah, damn it. Come on. Nor do we actually confirm that these operations are taking place.
How are you holding up, Liara?
Nervous, frightened, anxious to go, but glad I'm here. And I'm ready whenever you're ready, Shepard. In fact, I think I've checked my equipment 3 times.
7 times, Dr. Tassoni.
Stop me if I try for 8.
Actually, no. I was thinking about bringing Javik along for the final mission, but nah, I don't think so. At least not on this file. Not on this
Shepard,
run.
we were just saying goodbye.
And making friendly wagers.
Optimistic wagers, in your case.
A Turian military operative competing with a Quarian mechanic, and I'm the optimistic one.
Do you remember Ilos?
Yes, it was filled with Geth, which tilted the odds in your favor.
Excuses, excuses.
I doubt you'll be hacking any synthetics this time.
I still have the shotgun.
I'll be sure to let a few Reaper forces get close enough for you to use it.
Thanks. Of course, if they get past me, they'll be right on top of you.
That's what the armor's for.
You two have been with me longer than most. You believed in me when nobody else did. Thanks.
We'll finish this the way we started it. Together.
Damn right. At least we finally killed Lieutenant Bastard Kai Lang. I just hope we get to do the same to his general. It's kind of amazing how everything's come full circle. The Citadel's been the center of galactic civilization, a Reaper trap, and my source of employment for a long time. And now it's our salvation for any chance at winning this war. I think it's time we got you back home, Shepard. Earth will either be remembered as the place we beat the Reapers, or it'll be a smoking ruin for the next cycle to wonder about.
Keela Salai, Shepard.
Alright. Let's check in on Dr. Chakwas. I don't think we talked to her often enough. To be fair, she doesn't have unique dialogue often enough, so...
You've come a long way since those days under
it's just kind of a
Captain
pity.
Anderson. It has been my great honor to be with you through this journey. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Doctor.
Goodbye, Shepard. And good luck.
Alright. New message. Nope, that's not what I want. Email. It's like an Irish wig, but not as sober and reserved. Oh shit. Cause just saying, the Irish don't fuck around. But let's top off our fuel because we have nothing else to spend this 5 million credits on. Thank you, console commands. Can't even go anywhere else. Can't go there, can't go there, because this is where the Citadel would be. Can't even go anywhere else. Only option, local cluster.
Commander, you've got a priority message from Admiral Hackett requesting to come aboard.
Permission granted.
Aye, Commander.
Just gonna let this play out.
Commander?
Admiral?
Are you ready to bring the might of the galaxy to bear on the Reapers?
Yes, sir.
Then let's make sure the fleets are ready.
All fleets reporting in, sir.
Never before have so many come together from all quarters of the galaxy. But never before have we faced an enemy such as this. The Reapers will show us no mercy. We must give them no quarter. They will terrorize our populations. We must
Dear
stand
Command, I am
fast
looking
in the face
forward
of
to
that
the
terror. They will advance
the
until
Mass
our
Effect
last
Legendary
city falls.
edition,
But we
so
will
that
not
get some
fall.
updated graphics. Yes, I know I can get mods off of Nexus, but that's
Each
more
of us
effort
will be
than I really want.
defined by our actions in
That's a
the
little bit
coming
more effort
battle.
than I want to put into this
Stand
right now.
fast. Stand strong. Stand together. Hack it out.
It's a little bit more effort than I
Shepard,
wanted.
The Sword fleets are ready
Put
to
into
strike
this.
at the Reapers surrounding Earth. While they keep the enemy engaged, you and Hammer ground forces can take London.
London? Why aren't we hitting the Citadel directly?
Anderson can brief you on that. Admiral, how are you holding up?
We're ready to end this. But as you can see, the station's closed itself since it appeared over London.
Damn it. Gotta get the arms open to dock the Crucible.
Exactly.
But London is surrounded by Hades cannons. Hammer transports can't land while they're active. You lead a squadron of smaller shuttles. Infiltrate with a ground team to take out the cannons using heavy weapons. Hammer can land, and we'll set up a forward operations base.
I still don't see how we're getting to the Citadel from London.
The Reapers use this beam to transport humans, alive and dead, to the Citadel. From the FOB, Hammer will launch an all-out assault on the Citadel beam. Everyone who makes it that far will take the beam to the Citadel, then locate and activate the Citadel arm controls.
Once we see those arms, Shield Fleet will escort the Crucible to the... But timing will be critical.
I didn't skip that, by the way.
We don't have enough firepower to
That was
keep
the game
Crucible safe for
glitching
long.
it.
Nothing's ever easy. No reason it should start now.
It's desperate. I don't even want to guess at our odds.
But this is the only plan we have. If we wait, the Reapers bleed us slowly. Conventionally, we can't defeat the Reapers without the Crucible. Get the Citadel arms open. Commander, whatever the cost, we'll do the rest.
Yes, sir.
Good luck to all of us.
Alright. So, we're bringing Tally. And then, we're going to bring along Liara as well. Because, well, warp ammo is going to be abnormally helpful here. Just saying.
Approaching Sol Relay, Commander. We're through the relay in 30 seconds.
There's the Destiny Ascension.
Alliance fleet reporting. Turian fleet reporting. Asari fleets reporting.
Quarian fleets accounted for and ready.
Geth fleet reporting. All fleets reporting in, Commander. Ready to engage on your command.
And on the other and in the other corner,
This is it, everyone. Be ready on my signal. Fire! On my command, engage the Reaper forces.
Roger that. All fighters on me. Attack! Acknowledge!
Breaking off. Preparing for descent. Commander.
sure you don't want to be stepping away right now?
Be careful down there.
We'll be fine. Stay focused.
Aye, aye.
Advanced teams are away. Hammer's in position and waiting for you guys to clear a path.
Normandy's rejoining Sword.
Stay safe. I'll be back before you know it.
I'll hold you to that. Normandy out.
We're closing in on the LZ, Commander.
Yeah, I do
How's
kind
it
of
look?
wonder though, who takes
Right,
command
Bill?
now that we're out?
Take a look for yourself.
I guess maybe Edie might. It's kind of implied that
I'm sorry, Shepard.
all of Shepard's
I
squad
know
mates
how
are
you
at least
must
involved
feel.
in
I
this.
barely even recognize it.
Whoa.
Shit! We got a lock. Hold on! Damn it!
Status.
That was the squad responsible for taking out that defense turret.
Who's on it now?
Nobody in the vicinity. All either deployed or shot down.
Drop us off.
Sir?
We have to take that thing out before Hammer can land.
Understood.
Change of plans, people. We're gonna take out that Hades cannon.
How do we do that?
The down shuttle would have been carrying heavy weapons.
Perfect. You heard the man. Once we're clear, make your way to the crashed shuttle. We'll search the wreckage for heavy weapons.
Right behind you, Shepard.
Now, go! Go!
You fucking serious?
Damn, I can't stay here, sir.
Get clear. Come get us once we've taken that turret out.
Roger that. Cortez out.
All right, everyone. Let's move.
Talk about a whole lot of shaking. Yeah, when that thing's going, it makes aiming almost impossible.
This is Captain Johnson. Hammer's getting torn apart. We need those guns off. Fly now.
Watch it, you got brutes.
Enough shaking! Oh my god! Too much shaking! And I lost track on that brute. Where'd it go? Saw ya. Lost him. There's a brute back there. Aha. And it's down. All right.
Two guns down, but we still can't land.
Whole lot of shaking again. Please stop that.
Damn it, you've got airborne hostiles inbound. Gonna try to keep them off you.
Careful, Cortez.
Damn it, I'm hit. Steve! I'm alright,
You sure?
but I won't be picking you up. I gotta land this bird quick.
Get safe.
Anything for you.
There's the shuttle.
Keep an eye out for their heavy weapons.
Alright. Get a singularity in there. Aha! Here we are.
That's it. We need to open fire.
Kane. The one and only time you get to use it.
That's it. Last gun down.
And
All hammer teams, prepare
now
for
comes a little bit of a horde fight.
Anybody, come in. We need extraction.
Motherfucker.
We've got company.
This is Commander Shepard. Any
Alright.
Alliance personnel in the vicinity?
This is where Tally really comes in handy because she's got drones. And Liara's handy because Singularity is superb at crowd control. So at this point, it's just kind of hold out.
Commander, prepare for extraction.
Alright. Gotta go.
Come on! We'll cover you! Get us out of here, Corporal. You okay?
I'm alive.
That you are, Commander.
Anderson.
I knew you would know.
It's good to see you.
And you're a sight for sore eyes.
How we looking?
Now that the heavy air defenses are dealt with, Hammer can land.
And not a moment too soon.
What's left of the Resistance is holding the forward operating base, but the Reapers are countering already. Once we regroup, it's going to be up to Hammer to take up the fight.
It must have been brutal here. cut off from the rest of the Alliance?
It's been touch and go from day one. But once we figured out the Reapers were focusing on the major centers, it became easier to avoid direct contact.
Until London.
Yeah. We held back as long as we could, sending in recon teams. Lost a lot of good men planning this attack. But with soldiers like Major Coates, and knowing you'd bring us help, we held on.
Without you and your resistance, we'd be dead in the water.
Yeah, the Admiral's being modest. He's the reason any of us are still alive.
Let's not start handing out medals just yet. This fight's just getting started, and Hammer better be ready for it.
They didn't start out together, but they're ready to stand side by side and win this war.
Good. That's what it's gonna take.
We'll get it done, Anderson.
I was born in London.
Really?
The entire galaxy united. Too bad it took the Reapers to bring us together.
I'd credit Shepard for that.
That's exactly what I meant. I know you didn't like leaving Shepard, but nobody could have accomplished what you've done.
It's good to be back home.
There's the FOB.
Looks good. Give Hammer the all clear.
Still a lot of ground fire. Yeah, a lot of ground fire. Also, blue camo. I don't think it's terribly helpful.
Admiral, we've set up a command center in the building over there.
Looks like we've still got groups coming in.
Yes, sir, but not as many as we'd hoped.
Come see me when you're ready, Shepard.
Will do.
He's right. I expected to see more of Hammer here by now.
A lot of them won't be making it. You two go on ahead. I'll catch up.
The fighting here's been some of the worst on the planet. It looks bad, but there's still hope. And you're here. It'll do the troops good to see you. Bolster their resolve.
I'm just a soldier like them.
You might see yourself like that, but they don't. Like it or not, Commander, you're a hero to these men and women. Don't discount the effect that can have on them. I better go meet up with my battalion. I'll see you at the command center.
Well, this place got shot all to hell. Hello? Shep. Ladder. Come on. Hey, James.
Hey, Commander.
What? No loco?
Yeah, sorry.
You okay?
I don't know what I thought I'd feel coming back to Earth. I was ready to fight. Ready to die if I had to. But seeing everything like this...
I know it's hard to see, but this is only temporary. But first we need to win this thing. Stay focused. Don't let them take your will to fight.
I know. You're right. So, I guess this is it, no? One more push. One last fight.
Not necessarily our last.
It's been an honor serving with you, Shepard.
You're a good man, and a terrific soldier.
Thanks.
Whatever happens out there today, I know you'll make me proud.
That means a lot to me, sir. Hey, good luck out there, loco.
Did Echo Team have a recommendation?
Affirmative. Advise delaying next wave of Hammer.
We'll get murdered out there.
We don't have a choice. Negative on that delay. We'll advise command of the situation, but Hammer proceeds as planned. Over.
Well, 100% interdiction rates.
Shepard?
How are you holding up?
Restless. Everything depends on this. Think we have a chance?
There's always hope. That's how we got this far.
And you made it happen, Shepard. You're the reason we're here.
I've had people like you picking me up and dusting me off when I stumbled. Lost count of all the times you've saved me.
Almost as many times as you saved me, hero man. It always comes down to this. Feels like 1,000 years since we met on Eden Prime. So much has happened. It's hard to figure out how we got here.
You're a survivor, Ash. Always were.
I hope you're right.
I'm right. You're a fine soldier. A Spectre. We're lucky to have you.
Thanks, Commander. Okay.
One more hill to take, Lieutenant Commander. You ready?
Aye, aye, Captain. I'm ready.
I don't think there's anyone else to talk to down here. Well, not immediately, but there is in here, however.
Yes, Commander. Is there someone you'd like to reach?
We can talk to other squad mates who are
Jacob
here at the
Taylor.
moment.
Certainly. I'll connect you now.
Shepard, that you?
Jacob? Holding up?
Kicking ass, more like. My kill count's through the roof.
We'll meet and compare notches when this is over.
You got it. There's this, great little bar in Rio we have to check out.
I'm holding you to that. Give him hell.
Assuming Rio's still around?
Yes, sir.
Shepard out.
Is there someone else I can connect you to?
Miranda Lawson.
Certainly. I'll connect you now.
Commander, hope you don't mind me crashing this little party of yours.
Yeah, graphical glitches.
Not at all. Feeling better?
Much. Got a few sideways looks from Alliance brass when I offered to help. They can't be choosy at this point.
I'm glad you made it.
Shepard, I wanted to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
If we both come back from this at all, everything will be different.
Sure, everything will change. But on our terms. We've been running until now, Miranda. It has to stop.
I understand.
This isn't goodbye. You have to believe we're not done yet.
Listening to you, I can believe it.
Good. And Miranda,
Yes,
be careful.
I promise. And you too, Shepard.
Is there someone else I can connect you to?
Grunt.
Certainly. I'll connect you now.
About time you got here, Shepard. Didn't want to win this thing all by myself.
Good to see you back in action, Grunt.
Wouldn't miss it. Shepard.
Yeah?
Thanks for getting me out of that tank.
Sure, Grunt. It's been an honor.
Same here, Shepard. Okay. Grunt out.
Is there someone else I can connect you to?
Jack.
Certainly. I'll connect you now.
I'm gonna be taking things a little slow here because
Shepard, is that you?
I've had a couple of times where the game's crashed on me in this
Jack,
section.
How are you guys?
Good so far. We're a ways south of your position. We saved some resistance fighters with barrier support. Bringing a bit more firepower your way.
I'll see you on the other side.
I won't let you down, Shepard. Go kick some ass.
You too.
Is there someone else I can connect you to?
Zaid Masani.
Certainly. I'll connect you now.
Almost thought you weren't gonna make it, Shepard. Glad I was wrong.
You doing okay, Zaid?
Yeah. Hope you've got one hell of a speech to get everyone moving.
Don't I always?
Looks like we might need it. Never seen anything like this.
We don't stop it now. It gets worse.
No kidding. Just doesn't feel like a real ground war when your opponents are taller than goddamn skyscrapers. Still, no use talking about it. Ready to go when you are. Let's gut the bastards.
Is there someone else I can connect you to?
Kasumi.
Kasumi Goto.
Certainly. I'll connect you now.
Hey, Shep. You ready down there?
Depends on whether you got the crucible good to go.
Oh, it's ready. No idea what it'll do exactly, but it's gonna be big. Good luck, Shepard. If you live through it, drinks are on me.
Is there someone else I can connect you to?
Samara.
Certainly. I'll connect you now.
I wondered if I'd see you again, Samara.
It's past time I joined your battle. You helped me a great deal in the monastery, Shepard.
Thank you for returning the favor.
Only your actions will be remembered. May you choose them well. Farewell.
Is there someone else I can connect you to?
Let's check in on Cortez.
Steve Cortez.
Certainly. I'll connect you now.
Save him for last.
Commander, you made it.
Glad I can say the same about you, Cortez. I've come too far to lose my pilot now.
I apologize for that. Things got too hot. Thought maybe I could do another run and head back around. Well, not one of my finer moments. If I'd been flying my old Trident, things might have been different.
What matters is we took out that AA gun.
Absolutely. And the Reapers are next.
That's the idea.
It'll happen. I'm just glad I could play a part. And Commander, thanks for making me believe again. If you hadn't... It helps to have reason to live again.
Stay sharp, Cortez.
Yes, sir.
So yes, it is possible to lose
Is there someone else I
Cortez
can
at this
connect you to?
point.
I'm done.
Yes, sir.
Yes, because if you hadn't gone through Cortez's little side questy thing, he would have died when the shuttle got shot down. At least I believe that's the case. I recall that being the case. We'll see if I'm right or not.
I want you to coordinate with the Alliance. Make sure we iron out these logistical problems.
Yes, sir. The Krogan don't want to share supplies.
That's just Rex playing hard to get. Tell him I've got a crate of Denorian beer I'd be happy to barter with. And that ought to get his attention.
Primarch Victus.
Another planet get hit like this. It'll be the last one if I have anything to say about it. This nightmare finally ends today.
You really think the Reapers can be defeated?
I know they can. That whole Sovereign business a few years ago, he was the first to die. Now all his friends will too.
Primarch Victus, I didn't realize you were here.
I wanted to return the favor in person. Though I'm sorry to see your world looks as bad as ours.
I'm surprised you're not back on Palaven.
This war will be won or lost today, here, on Earth, not Palaven. Everything comes down to this moment, and history will record that the Turian hierarchy stood among the brave.
Props.
How are things back on Palaven?
Urdnot Rex was true to his word. The Krogan put up a magnificent fight. Fearless to the last soldier. They bought us time to evacuate civilians. Yet even then the Reapers were still too much. The only hope from my world now is victory here on Earth.
I'm glad we got this chance to speak.
Good luck, Commander. Good luck, Commander.
And now it loops.
Shepard. So I guess this is...
just like old times?
Huh. Might be the last chance we get to say that.
Think we're gonna lose?
No, I think we're about to kick the Reapers back into whatever black hole they crawled out of. Then we're going to retire somewhere warm and tropical and live off the royalties from the vids.
I'll meet you there. I think my days of saving the galaxy are over when this is done.
Be sure to leave room for all the autographs.
Just need to beat the Reapers to get there.
James told me there's an old saying here on Earth. May you be in heaven half an hour before the devil knows you're dead. Not sure if Turian heaven is the same as yours, but if this thing goes sideways and we both end up there, meet me at the bar. I'm buying.
We're a team, Garrus. There's no Shepard without Vicarian, so you better remember to duck.
Sorry, Turians don't know how, but I'll improvise. And Shepard, forgive the insubordination, but this old friend has an order for you. Go out there and give them hell. You were born to do this.
Goodbye, Garrus. And if I'm up there in that bar and you're not, I'll be looking down. I'll always have your back.
We've got hostiles on the perimeter! Get on that gun!
I'm not that concerned, because this is kind of scripted. After a certain point, those things will buzz through anyways.
How are the casualties?
They haven't brought in many more wounded.
That's something. How are you holding up, Liara?
This is it, isn't it?
Yeah. This is it.
I don't know what to say. I just know I'll have a clever line 5 minutes from now. I do have one thing for you, Shepard. A gift. It'll only take a moment, if you want it.
Because I know what it
Sure.
is.
I've got a moment.
Close your eyes.
One last moment of calm.
Thank you. For everything. Let's do what needs to be done, Shepard.
Yep.
What's his condition? Okay, and I'll try to stay calm.
I'm just a civilian. We're out of Meditel, and your surgeon got killed by a Reaper. I don't know how to do this.
I'll talk you through it. You're his only hope right now. The most important thing is to stop the bleeding.
How?
Do you have any towels or bandages?
Yikes, that's...
Then use your shirt. Tear off one of his sleeves and...
yeah, some of these reads are a little rough.
Tear off his sleeve into strips.
When the Rachni laid waste to the galaxy 2,000 years ago, when all seemed lost and the end was near, one word delivered the killer blow.
Alright.
Commander. Was it this bad in your time?
Worse. I have been listening to the Krogan speak to his men. In our cycle, the races never came together. There was no rallying cry. I envy you.
Really? There's not much left out there.
The future is still out there. It is something my people could never say. There will be a tomorrow.
Only if we win today.
No one else has ever made it this far.
You came a long way, Javik. Further than anyone else here.
And I look forward to fulfilling my mission. But you are now the avatar of this cycle. The exemplar of victory. Not just for humanity, or Turians, or Protheans, but for all life. Every soul that has ever existed is watching this moment.
Well, no pressure when you put it that way.
Do not waver. Victory is never won without difficult choices.
I know. I've had to make a lot of those.
There may be more. But I know you will see this through for all of us, no matter the cost.
If we actually pull this off, what'll you do afterwards?
Since my birth, life's only pursuit has been war. I look forward to seeing what peace looks like.
It's a big galaxy.
Perhaps I will write a book with the Asar... with Dr. Tassoni. She suggests journeys with the Prothean.
You do that?
I will need a job. There will be no Reapers left to kill. Thank you, Commander, for letting the last voice of the Prothean speak. It has been a privilege.
Now then, if you had encouraged him to interact with the memory shard, instead Javik would say that afterwards he'd go and join his old crewmates.
Shepard, you did it. No matter what else happens today, you did what no one else could. You united a galaxy. That's a victory right there. And don't worry, I know why you're going to win. Because you brought the Krogan. Oh, and Bakara sends her regards. She's already pregnant. There are benefits to being a clan leader. But she keeps insisting we name the first one Morden. Anyway, let's get to it. Meant to tell you, Shepard. Earth reminds me of home. Guess you'll be needing a new planet too. That's okay. Tuchanka's got room to spare. And a guard dog named Calros.
I think the radiation is something we'd find problematic.
We're ready, Shepard. Say the word.
What about this zone? We could circle around and flood it with reinforcements.
Unlikely. I spent 3 days in that sector, trapped inside Big Ben, sniping at it. It's a bloody death trap.
Name me one place in this city that isn't.
I don't know Phoenix missiles pack a punch, but that's against conventional targets. A Reaper is a whole other matter.
We have to make do with what we've got, Major. Get their crews prepped and moving.
Yes, sir.
Almost time for the final push. Are you okay?
I thought I'd be asking you that question.
Shepard, I backed you when I was just a kid on her pilgrimage. I backed you when the Normandy was a Cerberus ship. Wherever you go, I'm with you. And you haven't answered my question. Are you okay?
You remember how you felt when you landed on Rannoch? Now imagine it's not a story passed down by your people. Imagine you were there just a few months ago.
And now you're seeing it like this.
We need to put it right.
We will. Do you remember what we said on Rannoch? Just before you took down that Reaper?
You said, I love you.
And you said, Kila Salai. I want more time.
I know. Whatever happens.
I know.
Edie?
Shepard, I have a question.
Is it a big or small one?
It is important. Its relevance would be diminished at any other time.
Ask away.
In this battle, the Reapers have no reason not to use their full capabilities to destroy us. Their forces are in entrenched positions. They have superior firepower and outnumber our forces. My question is, what makes you think we can reach the conduit at all?
The Reapers have the Citadel. They think they've won, and that's the best time to hit them.
If they have spies or other intelligence, we could lose the element of surprise. In such a case, we will likely lose.
Are you afraid?
We'll likely lose anyways.
Our probability for success is greater than any other plan presented to date.
That's not what I asked. Are you afraid?
I do not understand the purpose of the question.
There's no room for doubt anymore, Edie. You understand what we have to do, or you don't.
I am clear on what we must accomplish, Shepard. The Reapers have destroyed thousands of civilizations. But they have never destroyed ours. Nor will they.
Couldn't have put it better myself. Time to move out.
Shepard, there is something I want you to know. The Elusive Man ordered my creation years ago. Jeff was the one who allowed me to think for myself. But only now do I feel alive. That is your influence.
Thanks, Edie.
Commander?
Admiral?
Just going over the sitrep.
How's it look?
Barely 50% of Hammer has reported in.
Can we count on more making it?
There's some stragglers still en route. But the bulk of Hammer that's still intact has arrived. We're as ready as we're likely to get.
Time to go.
Every minute wasted here, the Reapers gather strength.
Exactly my thoughts. Battalion leaders, report to HQ. We fought hard to get here. But now the toughest part of our mission begins. We've got to drive right through the heart of Reaper-controlled territory, break past their defenses, and get to that beam.
What kind of defenses?
The entire area is crawling with Reaper forces. But our biggest concern is the destroyer, protecting the beam itself.
Can we bring in air support to deal with it?
Negative. Some kind of interference. We'll have to take it out from the ground. Now they've cut a swath of no man's land through the city. We'll have to cross that first. There'll be some limited shelter on the other side, but expect heavy ground resistance. We need to get our tanks to here, if we get close enough. We've got a shot at taking that thing out.
How much of a shot?
They know we're coming. This will be a one-way trip for many of us. But there can be no retreat. No stepping back. We move forward at all costs, understood?
Hoo-yeah. Yes, sir.
Johnson, Coates, you two will coordinate the artillery units. Shepard, I'm sending you right up the gut where the resistance is heaviest. Support the tanks the best you can, but stay alive. I need you for the final push to the beam. I'll give you a minute with your squad. Pick your team well.
I already have a squad in mind.
This war has brought us pain and suffering and loss. But it's also brought us together. As soldiers, allies, friends. This bond that ties us together is something the Reapers will never understand. It's more powerful than any weapon. Stronger than any ship. It can't be taken or destroyed. The next few hours will decide the fate of everyone in the galaxy. Every mother, every son, every unborn child. They're trusting you, depending on you to win them their future. A future free from the threat of the Reapers. But take heart. Look around you. You're not in this fight alone. We face our enemy together. And together, we will defeat them.
Alright, once again, going with Liara because I need that warp ammo. And Tali because, of course, Tali. You know what? I'm kind of glad that the husks don't have RGB lighting. That'd be fucking nuts. Alright, need to unfuck my powers again. That, and I need this.
All companies report in. Artillery companies able through Foxtrot are en route. Roger that. Golf through November, taking up right flank. Pressing forward.
I saw yellow pop up. Ah, fucking harvester. Okay, warp. Alright, it's down. Fucking hell.
We'll try to clear the building.
Alright. Oh shit, I know what's coming up.
Foxtrot and Bravo are taking heavy fire.
Fortunately, these things aren't that fast, but this is like the worst scenario to be using this particular weapon. God damn it, 2 of them. I think on higher difficulties, there can be even more than just those 2. I mean, if memory serves, I could be wrong. Working on it. Alright, tell you what, let's drop Singularity.
Thanks. We're moving again.
We need to get that Phoenix missile battery. Yeah, I think we can figure out what happened here.
Roger that.
Backtrack if you have to. I'll find another route ASAP.
Acknowledged.
Whoa! Weaken the armor. Yeah, that. Oh, the joys of having a sniper rifle.
Able company's broken through. Christ, that destroyer is huge. Hold your position. The rest of Hammer is still en route.
Well, this is pretty thoroughly a shit show.
The destroyer spotted us. We're prepping Phoenix missiles. Hold your fire. It won't do anything but piss it off. Roger that, but we may have no choice. Understood.
Right, and there's more of these things pretty much right where we can't quite see them. Got ya. Knew there's an angle where I could shoot through that.
Missiles. Be ready, people.
I don't want to be on top of a table.
Supposed to take that thing down. We wait for it to get close, then we hit it with everything we've got. Our guidance systems are buggered.
Alright. Liara, weaken it.
Roger that.
I'll give it a burn.
Our engineers are on it. Think it's got something to do with the beam.
Alright, now we go this way. However, I know it's coming up. Because that wall is about to blow out. Yep, told you. Weaken. Whew. As long as you get that first one down quick, you usually take the next one down fast enough. And because I know that's not active at the moment, and for this, and for the final bit, I might want that. You know, it's kind of cheap, but honestly, I am not interested in being here for however long it takes, because the next bit is hectic as all hell.
All units, open
That's not gonna do it. Cute.
Where's our fire support? We need reinforcements on them!
Well. Alright.
There's the artillery! But the company's been wiped out.
Commander, do you read me?
Major, what's the situation?
The beam's interfering with missile guidance. We can hit the destroyer, but we'll never make the precision strike we need to take it out.
Damn it. Edie, can you read me?
Yes, Commander.
Any suggestions?
I may be able to use the Normandy systems to enhance the missile's targeting capabilities.
Excellent.
I'll need you to open a link to the Normandy from the missile systems.
On it.
Alright, so on the back.
That's it. I'll let you know when I've adapted the targeting systems.
Sounds like good news, Commander.
We'll see.
This is Admiral Anderson. The Reaper ground forces are making a push. Hold your ground. Protect those tanks until we can get a shot.
You heard it, people. Get ready.
There they are!
Tried to hold them off, but they destroyed our trucks, overwhelmed our position. Your left flank is gone. They're headed your way. Sorry, sir.
Hang in there, soldier. Heads up. We've got more incoming.
Bye-bye. Fucking hell. Alright. Warp it. Is that Banshee down? Why is it walking towards us? I don't appreciate. Hey! So 3 headshots on a Banshee will do it, at least at this difficulty.
Got it. You heard her. Back to the truck, people.
Missile guidance enhanced.
Firing.
Countering interference.
Did it hit?
No.
What happened?
The Reaper is still too close to the beam.
We're down to 2 missiles.
And we haven't even scratched it.
You will need to allow the Reaper to move out of the beam's influence.
And closer to us.
Commander, Hammer's being overrun at every turn. Reaper ground forces are converging on your location. We're fighting our way to you. Hold on, Commander. Hold on.
Keela, how can there be more of them?
There's always more.
Hold on, everyone. We can do this.
There's always more.
We'll find out. Here they come.
Fucking brute piece of shit. Fucking goddamn it. Okay. Switch of tactics. Because there's one. Yep, there's one behind me. Whoa. Big explosion. That one's almost on top of us. Yeah, that's what you have to watch out for at this point is Banshees warping in like that. Whiffed. Hit. Hit. That fucking damage moving around behind. Stuff moving around up front.
Roger.
And why is it the one in front?
Do that, Edie.
Fortunately, cloaking exists. Yay, cloaking. And there were not any cannibals in this run. In this last round.
Going down. Hit him with everything you've got.
Destroyer terminated.
Nice work, Edie.
Shepard, we're on our way to your location.
Roger that.
Shepard, over here. Thank God you made it.
It didn't look good.
Yeah, things were getting a little out of control.
It gets worse. Of course it does.
Hackett just reported in. Several Sovereign-class Reapers, including Harbinger, have broken off from the battle with Sword. They're headed here.
Harbinger.
Gotta run.
It's an opportunity for Hackett to get the Crucible in place. But we have to get a team on board the Citadel to open those arms now.
We still don't even know what we'll find when we get to the Citadel.
Then that's our job. Find out what we're up against.
All right. Saddle up, everybody. Get me Admiral Hackett.
You know, let's just mosey on past the recently destroyed Reaper. What could go wrong, right?
It's now or never, Admiral. We're going in.
Acknowledged. I'll send the word. All ships, this is Admiral Hackett. The Crucible is on the move. I repeat, the Crucible is on the move. Protect it at all costs. Everyone, this is it.
That's a bunch of Reapers.
Any available squadrons, delay those Reapers leaving the battle. We've got to give Hammer more time.
From here on in, it's a straight shot to the beam.
A straight shot with Reapers trying to crush us along the way.
We just need to get a handful of troops through.
We'll be lucky to get a handful.
We knew this was going to be a gamble at best.
Can't think of anyone else I'd rather do this with.
I'm honored to be part of your team.
We're in sight of the target.
All right, everyone. This is it.
Oh boy.
Shit.
Nothing else. We run. Last. Okay, that's Harbinger. Harbinger showed up. Oh well.
We gotta move.
Fuck.
Come on.
Hammer squads, go, go, go!
Gotta go. It is possible to die here because Harbinger Beam is a one-hit KO, so just don't be in the vicinity of where it hits. Whoa. Ugh. Oh gosh.
Normandy, do you copy? I need an evac, right now.
That's a quick descent.
Come on.
Guess maybe he was trying to dissuade those handful of Reapers from breaking off.
Here, take her.
Shepard!
You gotta get out of here.
I can't stay behind.
Don't argue with me, Tally.
Don't leave me behind.
I need you to make it out of here alive, Tally. Get back to Ren. Build yourself a home.
I have a home. Come back to me.
Go!
Yikes. Don't sit there staring at Harbinger for too long there, Joker. Don't have the shielding to take that kind of a hit. And if it were decimated, that would imply there'd be 1/10 of us left. Sorry, there'd be 90% of us left. That would be decimated, by definition. Headshot. Where's that turret? Where's that marauder that's like right behind here? I know he's here. I think it's called Terry. Terry. That's a headshot. Shepard, could you shuffle a little bit faster? Looks like things have kind of scattered.
Shepard. Shepard.
Anderson. You up here too?
I followed you up, but we didn't come out the same place. Oh, at least I don't think we did. What's your surrounding look like? You okay?
I feel like death. But I'm moving. It's dark. There's human remains scattered.
Sounds familiar. I'm in a dark hallway. Reminds me of your description of the collector base.
Makes sense.
You think they're making a Reaper in here?
Sure. They round them up on Earth, then send the people up here to be processed.
Damn abomination. I'm gonna keep moving. The sooner we blow these bastards back to hell, the better. The tubes don't go on forever. But where the hell are we?
Yeah. Doesn't look like any part of the Citadel I've been to. Anderson?
One of the walls here just realigned itself. The place is shifting, changing. There's a chasm here, and more hallways like the one I was in.
I think I'm near an exit.
I see something up ahead. Might be a way to cross over.
Don't get too far ahead of me.
Where do you think you're at?
Just found that chasm we were talking about.
Hold on. I see something. A control panel, maybe. I'm just gonna go on it.
Anderson! Damn it. Anderson.
Shepard! I can't!
I underestimated you, Shepard.
What a...
I warned you. Control is the means to survival. Control of the Reapers, and of you, if necessary.
They're controlling you.
I don't think so, Admiral.
Controlling me is a lot different than controlling a Reaper.
Have a little faith. When humanity discovered the mass relays, when we learned there was more to the galaxy than we imagined, there were some who thought the relays should be destroyed. They were scared of what we'd find, terrified of what we might let in. But look at what humanity has achieved. Since that discovery, we've advanced more than the past 10,000 years combined. And the Reapers will do the same for us again, 1,000-fold. But... only if we can harness their ability to control.
Bullshit.
We destroy them, or they destroy us.
And waste this opportunity? Never.
You're playing with things you don't understand.
Sorry, the ending
Power
of this
you
game is
shouldn't be able to
tiresome and I
use.
don't like it.
I don't believe that. If we can control it, why shouldn't it be ours?
Because we're not ready.
No. This is the way humanity must evolve.
There's always another way.
I've dedicated my life to understanding the Reapers, and I know with certainty the Crucible will allow me to control them.
And then what?
Look at the power they wield. Look at what they can do.
I see what they did to you.
I took what I wanted from them, made it my own. This isn't about me or you. It's about things so much bigger than all of us.
He's wrong. Don't listen to him.
And who will you listen to, Shepard? An old soldier stuck in his ways, only able to see the world down the barrel of a gun? And what if he's wrong? What if controlling the Reapers is the answer?
If we destroy the Reapers, this ends today. But if you can't control them...
But I can!
How do you know?
Are you willing to bet humanity's existence on it?
I know it will work.
You can't, can you? They won't let you do it.
No! I'm in control! No one is telling me what to do!
Listen to yourself. You're indoctrinated.
No! No! The two of you so self-righteous. Do you think power like this comes easy? There are sacrifices.
You've sacrificed too much.
Shepard, I only wanted to protect humanity. The Crucibles can control them. I know it can. I just...
It's not too late. Let us go. We'll do the rest.
I can't do that, Commander.
Of course you can't. They own you now.
You'd undo everything I've accomplished. I won't let that happen.
Because of you, humanity is already undone.
That's not true!
They have the Citadel. They've got us fighting each other, instead of fighting them.
I just need to...
You've done exactly what the Reapers wanted. You're still doing it because they control you.
They're too strong.
You're stronger. Don't let them win. Break their hold. Don't let them control you.
I tried, Shepard.
Seen that before, haven't we? Well, not this file, but Mass Effect 1.
This is it, everyone. The arms are opening.
I'm guessing all those pieces are just armor plates. I guess. don't like this ending. Game is so good, ending sucks so hard.
Commander?
It's just like half an hour of just cutscenes where you can just kind of zone out.
Yes, we did. It's quite a view.
Best seats in the house.
God. Feels like years since I just sat down.
I think you earned a rest. Anderson? Stay with me. We're almost through this.
You did good, son. You did good. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, sir. Anderson?
Shepard? Commander?
What do you need me to do?
Nothing's happening. The crucible's not firing. It's gotta be something on your end. Commander Shepard!
I don't see... I'm not sure how to...
Commander!
Here we go. The fucking Star Child. Fuck off. Bitch.
Wake up.
What? Where am I?
The Citadel. It's my home.
Who are you?
I am the catalyst.
I thought the Citadel was the catalyst.
No, the Citadel is part of me.
I need to stop the Reapers. Do you know how I can do that?
Perhaps. I control the Reapers. They are my solution.
Solution? To what?
Chaos. The created will always rebel against their creators. But we found a way to stop that from happening. A way to restore order.
By wiping out organic life?
No, we harvest advanced civilizations, leaving the younger ones alone. Just as we left your people alive the last time we were here.
But you killed the rest.
We helped them ascend, so they could make way for new life, storing the old life in Reaper form.
I think we'd rather keep our own form.
No, you can't. Without us to stop it, synthetics would destroy all organics. We've created the cycle so that never happens. That's the solution.
Fine, I'll go through the dialogue options.
What are you?
A construct. An intelligence designed eons ago to solve a problem. I was created to bring balance, to be the catalyst for peace between organics and synthetics.
So you're just an AI?
In as much as you are just an animal, I embody the collective intelligence of all Reapers.
But you were created.
Correct.
By who?
By ones who recognized that conflict would always arise between synthetics and organics. I was first created to oversee the relations between synthetic and organic life, to establish a connection. But our efforts always ended in conflict, so a new solution was required.
The Reapers?
Precisely.
I met your creators. They told me what you did to them.
We did as we were expected.
They said you betrayed them. That you turned them into Harbinger.
When they asked that I solve the problem of conflict, they failed to understand they were part of the problem themselves. The flaws of their organic reasoning could not perceive this. They lacked the foresight to understand their destruction was part of the very solution they required.
Well, they've joined this war now.
And I welcome their involvement. I am only facilitating their request.
Where did the Reapers come from? Did you create them?
My creators gave them form. I gave them function. They, in turn, give me purpose. The Reapers are a synthetic representation of my creators.
Leviathan.
Yes, they created me to oversee the relations between synthetic and organic life, to establish a connection. They became the first true Reaper. They did not approve, but it was the only solution.
You said that before. But how do the Reapers solve anything?
Organics create synthetics to improve their own existence, but those improvements have limits. To exceed those limits, synthetics must be allowed to evolve. They must, by definition, surpass their creators. The result is conflict, destruction, chaos. It is inevitable. Reapers harvest all life, organic and synthetic, preserving them before they are forever lost to this conflict.
We're at war with the Reapers right now.
You may be in conflict with the Reapers, but they are not interested in war.
I find that hard to believe.
When fire burns, is it at war? Is it in conflict? Or is it simply doing what it was created to do? We are no different. We harvest your bodies, your knowledge, your creations. We preserve it, to be reborn in the form of a new Reaper. Like a cleansing fire, we restore balance. New life, both organic and synthetic, can once again flourish.
What do you know about the Crucible?
The device you refer to as the Crucible is little more than a power source. However, in combination with the Citadel and the relays, it is capable of releasing tremendous amounts of energy throughout the galaxy. It is crude, but effective and adaptive in its design.
Who designed it?
You would not know them, and there is not enough time to explain. We first noted the concept for this device several cycles ago.
Okay, there,
With
Elsie
each passing
Bray.
cycle, the design
time
has
to
no
explain.
doubt evolved.
Why didn't you stop it?
We believe the concept had been eradicated. Clearly, organics are more resourceful than we realized.
But you're taking away our future. Without a future, we have no hope. Without hope, we might as well be machines, programmed to do what we're told.
You have hope, more than you think. The fact that you are standing here, the first organic ever, proves it. But it also proves my solution won't work anymore.
So now what?
We find a new solution.
Why are you telling me this? Why help me?
You have altered the variables.
What do you mean?
The Crucible changed me, created new possibilities, but I can't make them happen. If there is to be a new solution, you must act. It is now in your power to destroy us. But be warned, others will be destroyed as well. The Crucible will not discriminate. All synthetics will be targeted. Even you are partly synthetic.
So here's the thing. The catalyst, star shot, whatever the fuck you want to call it, I don't think it's a reliable source of information in this scenario. Why? Because it's in its own interest to not. Because again, it's the embodiment of all Reapers. It's in its own interest to dissuade you from the destruction path. So, in regards to this, how it'll destroy everything synthetic, I have my doubts. I think it's an unreliable narrator in this instance.
But the Reapers will be destroyed?
Yes.
And honestly, I'm gonna
can
I skip past this?
Soon, your children will create synthetics, and then the chaos will come back.
There has to be another way.
There is. You could instead use the energy of the Crucible to seize control of the Reapers.
This is the ending I normally choose because this is the one that kind of makes the most logical sense.
So, the elusive man was right after all.
Yes, but he could never have taken control, because we already controlled him.
But I can.
You will die. You will control us, but you will lose everything you have.
But the Reapers will obey me?
Yes. We will be yours to control and direct as you see fit. There is another
Because that's the only time where your Paragon or Renegade
synthesis
comes into play.
Add your energy to the Crucibles. The chain reaction will combine all synthetic and organic life into a new framework.
I hate this one because it's really just
DNA.
fucking cheesy.
I don't know.
I mean, it
Why
feels
not?
like a cop-out.
Synthetics are already part of you. Can you imagine your life without them?
And there will be peace?
The cycle will end. The Reapers will cease their harvest, and the civilizations preserved in their forms will be connected to all of us. Synthesis is the final evolution of all life. The paths are open, but you have to choose.
So, normally, I go for the control route, especially as a Paragon, because then Shepard is basically a protector of life, if you will. And you end up forcing the Reapers to help rebuild and all that. However, because there's certain... However, with the Mass Effect 4 trailer, it's starting to look like that the destruction ending is the canon one, and I hate this ending. So normally I'd go over here just because, you know, because it's guaranteed to keep EDI around and keep the Geth around, which in turn helps the Quarians, all that yada and all that stuff, because pretty much the control option is the only option that actually takes into account everything you've done up until this point, involving EDI and the Geth especially. However, just because it's the only one that seems to be canon, this one occasion I'll go for the destruction ending, and because this is the one that has where if your effective military strength is high enough, and I believe the I believe the mark to hit is 4,000. Shepard will in fact survive. God, how many times do I have to shoot it? Again, part of me doesn't understand why Shepard has to get that close to it.
The Crucible is armed. Disengage and head to the rendezvous point. I repeat, disengage and get the hell out of here.
Joker, listen. We have to go.
Damn it.
The ending of all this is still stupid, so I really just don't. I love this game all the way up until pretty much the last 30 minutes. The last 30 minutes of this game suck ass. That's really all there is to it. Yeah, it got high enough because Big Ben didn't get obliterated. That's kind of your first clue, is if Big Ben gets destroyed, then you didn't get enough. Yeah, the mass relays get damaged, but not all out destroyed. Again, second hint that you've gotten enough that you've gotten a high enough effective military score. Part of me doesn't really understand the point of this scene, but, well, whatever. Chunky bird animations are chunky.
The war is over. The Reapers have been defeated. Against all odds, and in the face of the greatest threat this galaxy has ever known, we survived. We suffered many losses. The relays are severely damaged, but we won. This victory belongs to each of us. Every man, woman, and child. Every civilization. On every world.
Hey, Zaid retired. Good on you, man.
Now, as we take our first steps toward restoring what we lost, we must remember what it took to win.
Again, all this implies that either enough Mass Effect relays got fixed.
This wasn't a victory by a single fleet,
or it
a single
or
army,
or something else got figured out pretty quick.
If this war has taught us anything, it is that we are at our strongest when we work together. And if we can put down our grievances long enough to stop something as powerful as the Reapers, imagine what we can achieve now that they are defeated. It will take time, but we can rebuild everything that was destroyed. Our homes, our worlds, our fleets and defenses, all of this and more. Together, we can build a future greater than any one of us could imagine. A future paid for by the sacrifices of those who fought and died alongside us. A future that many will never see.
Notice how EDI's not in the mix here. Just thought I'd point that out. And I don't recall if she'd be necessarily in this scene or not, but again, I don't think it's necessarily indicative one way or the other, because the ending on this game is super rushed, and I still fucking hate it. Oh, so she's not here. Interesting. Again, this is why I actually prefer the control ending.
Challenges
all
ahead
things
of us,
said and done.
we can face them together. honor those who died to give us that future.
No, she's not actually putting our name up there. Note, our name didn't go up on that wall. Because. Even in all that. Yes, I want to exit the credits. Yes, I said exit the credits. And
did that all really happen?
Stargazer crap. Ugh.
Yes, but some of the details have been lost in time.
Why did they include this?
It all happened
Is there any point?
very long ago.
When can I go to the stars?
One day, my sweet.
What will be there?
Anything you can imagine. Our galaxy has billions of stars. Each of those stars could have many worlds. Every world could be home to a different form of life.
Could that delivery be any more flat?
It's a special story of its own.
God.
Tell me another story about the shepherd.
It's getting late, but okay. One more story.
And just like that. Alright, we'll just save one last time. Exit the game. Sneeze. Alright. It's nearly midnight my time, and I've got some stuff to do in the morning, so I don't think I'm gonna continue with any. I'm not gonna continue playing anything else. At least not tonight. Tomorrow night we'll be back with some more Persona 3 FES. Tuesday will be Destiny Tuesday. Then beyond that, I will be back next Friday, but not with Mass Effect 3. Not with anything Mass Effect, as a matter of fact, because I refuse to play Andromeda. What a train wreck. But I will figure something out. And yeah, I don't know what's going to replace this, but something will have to. My initial thought is to have Assassin's Creed 2 followed by Brotherhood being the next one, and if I can get it to run properly, Revelation. Again, I've never had Revelation work quite right, but there's always first time for everything. I can at the very least get 2 in Brotherhood to do what they need to perform as they need to. So that's the most likely. However, might be something else. Definitely going to experiment streaming with VR at some point. Don't know how soon that's going to be. I know I'm probably going to do a test stream at before too long, just to make sure I know what the best process is to do that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and stay safe. And here's hoping 2021 turns out better than turns out to be better than last year. Stay safe and have a good night.